The contents we are going to look are multiplexer and demultiplexer, its types, study of 4:1 multiplexer and 1:4 demultiplexer, digital comparator, and applications of multiplexer and demultiplexer. Multiplexer and demultiplexer, in short, are also termed as mux and demux. Mux, many into one, meaning thereby mux has many inputs and one output. For example, in 4:1 multiplexer, it has 4 inputs and 1 output. On the contrary, demux, 1 into many, meaning thereby 1 input and it has got many outputs. For example, 1:4 demux has 1 input and 4 outputs. Let's see how many select lines are needed. If there are 4 inputs, 4 is equal to 2 to the power 2. The power 2 indicates the number of select lines. Similarly, in case of demux, if there are 4 output lines, 4 is equal to 2 raised to 2. The power 2 indicates the number of select lines. Hence, in this case, the select lines needed are 2. 4:1 multiplexer. It has 4 inputs D0, D1, D2, D3 and 1 output line. Depending upon the status on the select line inputs, we can decide as to which of the input should appear on the output line. With select line inputs 0, 0, the input signal D0 will appear at the output. This is because AND gate 1 will be enabled and rest all other AND gates will be disabled. With select inputs 0, 1, the input D1 will appear at the output. This is because in this case AND gate 2 will be enabled and rest all other AND gates will be disabled, and hence rest all other inputs will be blocked from reaching the output. With select line inputs 1, 0, input D2 will appear at the output. This is because AND gate 3 will be enabled in this case and rest all other gates will be disabled. With select line inputs 1, 1, input D3 will appear at the output because AND gate 4 is enabled and rest all other AND gates are disabled. In this way, depending upon the select line inputs, we decide as to which input will appear at the output. This is how the 4:1 multiplexer functions. Application of 4:1 multiplexer. When there are multiple sources at the input and we need only one source to be connected to the output at a time, then depending upon the select line inputs, we can select one among the multiple sources. With select line input AB equal to 0, 0, MP3 player will be connected to the surround sound system and the sound from MP3 player will be played on the surround sound system. In this case, the sounds from all other input sources will be blocked from reaching the output. With select line inputs 0, 1, laptop will be connected to the surround sound system and the sound on laptop will be played on the surround sound system. With select line input 1, 0, the sound from digital satellite will be played on the surround sound system, and with select line input 1, 1, digital cable TV will be connected to the surround sound system and the sound from digital cable TV in this case will be played on the surround sound system. 1:4 demultiplexer. It has got one input, the D input, and 4 output lines Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Depending upon the select line inputs, we can select the D input to appear on any one of the output line. With select line input 0, 0, the data input DIN will appear on the output line Y0. This is because AND gate 1 is enabled and rest all other AND gates are disabled. With select line inputs 0, 1, the data input DIN will appear on the output line Y1 because in this case only AND gate 2 is enabled and rest all other AND gates are disabled. With select line input 1, 0, the input DIN will appear on the output line Y2 because AND gate 3 is enabled and rest all other AND gates are disabled in this case. With select line inputs 1, 1, the data input DIN will appear on the output line Y3 because AND gate 4 is enabled and rest all other AND gates are disabled. This is how, depending upon the select line inputs, we can decide as to on which output line the input data will appear. This is how the 1:4 demultiplexer functions. Application of 1:4 demultiplexer. Here, the one input is a single source, which is a laptop, and the 4 output devices are the Bluetooth speaker, fax machine, printer, smartphone. Depending upon the select line inputs AB, we can decide whether the laptop is to be connected to Bluetooth speaker or a fax machine or a printer or a smartphone. At a time, our laptop will be connected to one of the output device and it will be decided by keeping the proper status on the select line inputs AB. Application of MUX/DMUX in communication. When there are n number of signals to be transmitted over a single communication channel to a far off distance place, then at the transmitter, the MUX plays its role by combining the 3 signals and transmitting over a single communication channel, and at the receiver, the demultiplexer plays its role by retrieving the original signal back in its original form. The digital comparator. It compares the 2 digital inputs. Here, the two digital inputs A and B are compared and we get one of the three outputs. Either A greater than B, or A is equal to B, or A less than B. For example, if 0100 and 0010, if these two digital inputs are to be compared, then the signal is obtained on the very first line, indicating that A is greater than B. That is, decimal 4 is greater than decimal 2. That is, 0100 is greater than 0010. This is how the digital comparator functions. Let's conclude. We saw about multiplexer and demultiplexer, symbol, truth table, and in detail the study of 4:1 multiplexer and 1:4 demultiplexer, the function of digital comparator, and various applications of multiplexer and demultiplexer. Learners can take this assignment and become expert.